Well, it's early on a Saturday morning. Looks like it's going to be a glorious day. Got my oil paints and brushes ready, and I'm heading off for the Gower and to Rosselli, the very tip of the Gower, and hopefully paint Worm's Head. Made arrangements to meet a couple, Derek and Angela in Penrell, Gower, on the way. They're a Christian couple I've known for many years. And the wonderful thing when you become a Christian and you're born again, not only does God become your Father, and the wonder that means, but heaven then also becomes your home. And in addition to that, you become part of this incredible family of God, where you've got brothers and sisters in Christ, and there's that support, encouragement, bit of fun, joy all together, and this sense of incredible belonging that you have. Being part of a company of the people of God. So this looks like it could be a great day, and you're more than welcome to join me on the Gower and see you at Worm's Head. Well, I'm at the tip of the Gower, Rosselli, and I'm about to do a painting of Worm's Head, and iconic view really, and very impressive. No matter what the weather when you're down here, it's invigorating. Often the rougher the weather, the better. There's a blowhole on the end, and when there's a rough surge and that is blowing up here, it's quite impressive. Can I get roughly I get the line of the water there. Now you've got some bracken here, and take it up around here, but often you've got the sheep amongst the bracken. And then you've got some fields. I'm putting a wall by here. And you've always got to try and make it interesting. Simplify, choose elements, can move them around, doesn't matter. It's like a lady who was in an art group years ago, and there was a critique of the work, and the tutor looked at her work and said, well, this is boring. And she said, yeah, but that's how it was. And he said, well, love, don't go there again. So you've always got to try and make it as interesting as you can. This is a bit like shorthand really, where you know roughly just where things are going to go, a bit of a suggestion, and there we go. We don't want much more than that basically. I'm going to alter the angle of that. It tends to tip down a little bit here, if you notice, and that gives it that bit more interest. I just block in a little bit, and there we are. You don't want much more than that really, and that's suggestion of Worm's Head. Right, now doing the sky, I always start with the lighter colours first, and I'm going to get a little bit of very light, sort of a bit of sienna, a little bit of blue, and you'll find the skies always get darker above your head, so they get lighter the further away they go, and you've got what's called aerial perspective, where the clouds are smaller in the distance. They always get larger when they are above you. And we're going to put a lovely, lovely teal sky, we'll call it teal blue. And then what I'm going to do now, I'm going to mix a darker blue now to come in here, so that there's that sense of height above me here. And we're going to put a bit more over here. And I'm just looking for general shapes really. You don't want it boring, you want it, the sky always moves around a bit, so you're free to do what you want with the sky, just a bit of imagination. And it's a lovely day here. We've stopped with friends in Gower, Penrell, and had a lovely time with them, a couple of hours actually. And so I'm here later than I thought I'd be here, but that doesn't matter. What does that matter, isn't it? We've had a lovely day just with Christians really. When I was a minister in the Mumbles, I used to take our youth up to their church on a Friday, and it was great, because then we always had more youth and they mixed, and some of ours from the Mumbles ended up marrying those that were in Gower, and they've got their own children now. And in fact on Facebook I was seeing some of their children have just got married, and makes you realise how old you are really. Now see, that's the sky. You've got a bit of variation, but lighter there, darker above, and I'll be coming back to work on that sky, but that is enough just for me to know where everything is going. Now with the sea now, what I want is just the light catching there. And again, what you'll find is because I've tinted the board, it's like when you paint a door really, you've got to give it a number of coats. And you'll find with oil, you've got to go back over, only next time with liquid, which, you know, gives more of an oil effect, and yet it dries very, very quickly. Now what I can do is get that teal effect in the water here, look. I can get that in there, just so it's breaking the white a little bit there. And then I just want to get the headland in, and again, don't go to too small with the brushes too soon. Keep with the bigger brushes, because all you're wanting really is shapes. So I'm just wanting the shape of worm's head basically, yeah. And again, roughly you can come back with the smaller brushes again, fine tune it, and but there we go. And all I want is a little bit of colour in there perhaps. So let's get a little bit of yellow, mix it a little bit of green, just like that, and look at that. That's lovely, isn't it? Wow. God, can't beat that, can you? Just a little bit of magic there, and a little bit here, just on the edge of worm's head. And that's will do for now. Right, I'm going to work now on the foreground. So we'll start with the bracken up round here. So it's more like an earthy sort of green, where all I've done is get sienna, a little bit of blue with it, and just a little bit of red to kill him off, and there we are. That is great. It's, and again, it's only the rough shapes I'm looking for. Got to avoid detail at this stage. You're just looking for shapes. And what I'll do now is get the grass in. So I'm looking for a different kind of green altogether now. And let's see. It's all trial and error. So that's a nice green. Yeah, that's registering fine. That is just brilliant. That is. Wow, there's something about colour when you put it on. I don't know. You want to touch it, and that's the beauty of oils. I tend to paint in watercolours in the summer, but when it's rough like this and a nice invigorating day, you don't want better than oils. And I don't know, it's just more tactile, more. Well, we got the sirens going off here in the car, but never mind. It's not the traffic like on the A470 the other day. Give me this any day. Now, let's get some walls in now. So, again, I'm only giving a suggestion of where a wall's going to be. We'll have one by there. We're going to have a wall along by here. And to break a wall, you can always put a bit of growth on the top, a bit of a bush, and it's your painting, and you can do what you want with it basically, just to make it that bit interesting. And there we are. So again, it's only a suggestion, all this is. And I want to get some more walls in, just a suggestion of where they're going to go, right sort of angles, perspective, that they sit where they should sit. And that's it. And like I've said before, you can always put a cast shadow in. So you've got, and then you can always put a lead in of the path, a bit of red. Let's get that there. That can be a bit of a lead in then, that way. There we go. And by the time we get some sheep in there and a bit of details, and we'll be away. Thank you. Right, here we are with the finished painting. And you can see I was talking about aerial perspective, how the clouds get smaller the further they go towards the horizon, larger above, bit darker above. And then I've kept the blue, I've kept out of detail, because although it's February or beginning of March, it's a lovely, lovely day down here. So I've kept some streaks in the water, resisted a bit detail in here. Got some of the bracken going up over a few of the fields. Stonework following the contours, you'll remember that. And then one just basic wall, a couple of sheep here and there to give it interest and gives a bit of scale. So there we are, that's Worm's Head. Where would you want to be in a day like today? But Worm's Head, tip of the Gower. Years ago I slept in the car here just to be up first thing in the morning, see the sunset, and to paint it in the morning. But really you can't beat this on a day like today.